Okay, I could find out about NIBB and specifically about Yamuri Sensei. And before knowing about Yamuri Sensei, I was unaware of SOKENDAI. So how it happens is in India, there's a fellowship interview going on. So if you clear the interview, you get the fellowship to come and study in Japan. So if you have a acceptance from any professor in Japan, so it is appreciated and the probability of getting the fellowship increases. So I was searching in net various professors working in evolutionary science, and I came across Yamuri Sensei. So after that we exchanged many mails, and then finally but the interview for the next was conducted over here, not over there in India. So that way I came to Japan. I was working as a research associate in an institute called Central Institute for Cotton Research in India, and I was working with insects population genetics, and but I was working in a systems level, how the behavior of an insect changes with a particular change in the cropping patterns and all. So that's it. Side by side, I was very much into cognitive sciences. I was studying what is a behavior in a network, and I was very much into complexity sciences. So, and this neuroscience in particular comprises of all these things. It includes the behavioral studies, it includes the network dynamics, it includes the complexity sciences, it includes the evolutionary sciences. So what I was willing to do in future but was unable to do it, all of a sudden I got it. So there was no way leaving it, I had to come. In the bilaterally symmetrical organism, there's a serotonin system found in the brain, which is responsible for your memory, your cognition, your mood. Even if you are into depression, it is responsible for it. And then any of the social behaviors, it's responsible for it. And so my study is concerned with the distribution pattern across the brain of serotonin receptors with respect to serotonin systems in the primates, and any change, and basically we are taking into any differences or similarities which is present across the mammal and in particular primates. So that's the present case which I am dealing with. People these days they are much into applied science, they are much into technological sciences and anything which spends a lot of money. So, but what I am doing is a basic science, evolutionary science, that fascinates me a lot. I particularly say that it's not applied science, but it is not a yet applied science, right? So it can be applied in future, not only in any technological advancement, but what you learn from the behaviors of the neuron can be applied in a sociological perspective. Japan, Japan, the people over here are very disciplined, the first thing, and they are very much self-organized, and they are very humble, they are very generous, and I remember when I came over here, I was not knowing anything, and I had a lot of problems, but my friends and colleagues were there, and not only friends and colleagues, even the neighbors where I stay, they helped me a lot, to establish myself over here. When I came here, it was a winter season. It was December or October. So, and I had to face January, February, and I heard that somebody told me that in winter you are much more depressed. But I could not face anything like that, when I was in the lab with my friend, Japanese friend, I never faced that condition of depression and all. So just because whenever I wanted any help, just let them know, and they are always ready, The food, just because I am vegetarian, so I face a lot of problem. So the food, most of the time I prepare my own food, and when out of laziness I am unable to prepare, So there are many Indian restaurants around, so I go around there. But I have tasted some of the Japanese food, like okonomiyaki and a few of the like udons. So they are really tasty, And the other thing is that like if you go into the quality of the food, the Japanese food, I think they are more healthy and like, yeah, they are more healthy and salubrious, as compared to what I eat. The best thing I would tell of coming to Japan, because it is a disciplined country, like the discipline, the experimentation, the science in particular needs a lot of discipline. And like after coming over here, like before I was not into experimentation part, I was into like field works and like analysis of the data. And after coming over here, I started experimentation. So I particularly find that it's like it's a kind of meditation, doing experiments is a kind of meditation. And even every people do experiments around the globe, but like in Japan, it's like they do it in a very disciplined way. The SOKENDAI provides a lot of provision. Like even a student can write a project, a student can have a collaboration. If students wants to like present a poster, a oral presentation, they contribute a lot. And like they try to attend, like they try to hold classes for everything, to teach you everything, right? From how do you have a presentation skill to like everything. Like the university is providing a lot of things. So I would particularly suggest the students to come over here. I get the financial assistance from the MEXT, that is the Japanese government. But like if I want to present a poster, or if I want to present any oral thing outside Japan, or if I want to have a collaboration, or if I want to have like any sort of training, even like for a stretch of 6 months, I guess SOKENDAI supports it. First thing, you have to make sure like what you want to do, and then if you want to do something particular, you should be in the position to write a good project synopsis, at least your like ideas of what you want to do. So that is very important. And once you have a good ideas, probably no one will stop you. And corresponding with professors, that is the second thing. And if your ideas are appreciated, they will surely correspond with you, and you will surely get a positive response. I have to finish 30 credits, what they call as credit, and like I have to attend some lectures, and there's no examination and all. Like I have to just attend the lectures, and I'll be completing the 30 credits. And finally, like as a mandatory requirement, I have to write one paper, like, and I'll be eligible to get a degree. The wonderful thing about SOKENDAI is it comprises of all the national institutes of Japan. So it's a very good exposure, like it's not a university life, it's not a totally academic. So I would suggest anyone who is interested in research, institute like NIBB will be best, because like the academics are very less and the research is more. Most important thing is that like besides all these things, the neocortex into which I am working, that is considered to be the most like the gift of the evolution to the primates. And so in short, I can say that I am very much happy that I am working into the most advanced thing and the most advanced organ and the most advanced system.